Welcome to the busiest cafeteria in the galaxy. At any given table, a dozen different conversations are happening at once in 100 different languages. In grammar, we use the word person to categorize these interactions: first person, second person, and third person. But a grammatical person isn't always a human being. It could be a six-eyed alien, a talking dog, or a sentient mountain. Instead of a biological description, a person is a temporary job. It is the specific role someone takes on while they are communicating. Understanding how this works is simply a matter of identifying who is playing which role at any given moment. The first person is the speaker holding the conversational ball. The specific individual the speaker targets is the second person. The third person is someone separate, like that alien eating biryani. If they are talking about him, he is the third person. This role applies to anything being discussed: a spaceship outside, a group of people, or even an abstract idea. If it is the topic of the conversation, it falls into this category. Every conversation sorts the world into these three buckets: the talker, the target, and the topic. These roles aren't permanent assignments. They shift the instant someone replies. Watch these two. One asks, "Can you pass the salt?" When the other alien says, "Here you go," the roles flip. The previous target is now generating the message, which makes them the new first person. Simply overhearing a conversation doesn't make you part of it. You are only the second person if the message is aimed directly at you. Following a conversation is like watching an invisible speaker tag bounce back and forth in real time. These roles also determine how we tell stories. Imagine an alien describing a recent vacation to their friends. They say, "I flew my ship to a blue planet." Since the storyteller is the one speaking and acting, they are the first person. Then they describe the tiny humans who ran away screaming. Since those humans are being discussed, they are in the third person. The cows, the alien adds, just stood there and chewed. The cows are also being talked about, so they are third person as well. In this whole adventure, our alien used only the first and third person. They never addressed a you within the story itself. Because the audience isn't part of the action, the story doesn't need a second person. The roles depend entirely on who is involved in the story being told. Let's test this out. We will look at 3 scenarios around the diner, and you can spot the roles. First, look at this frustrated alien shaking an empty bottle and yelling across the room for more ketchup. Since they are the one shouting the demand, they are the first person. Next, an alien points right at their friend and tells them they have some space spinach stuck in their teeth. That friend is the specific target of the message, which makes them the second person. Finally, 2 aliens are whispering to each other, pointing out the window at a bright, shiny spaceship parked outside. They aren't talking to the ship, they are talking about it. That puts the spaceship in the third person. Spotting who is talking, who is being targeted, and what is being discussed shows you've grasped the fundamental mechanics of how we communicate. It always comes back to one simple formula. 1 is the speaker, 2 is the target, and 3 is the topic being discussed. This applies to every conversation on Earth, whether chatting with a friend, giving a command to your dog, or writing an email. On your next lunch break, watch how these roles shift around you. You will see that grammar isn't just a classroom subject. It is the way we navigate every interaction we have.
The I person speaks, the line is drawn clear. The I to person is the focus, here or there or nowhere. While the 3 person runs from the hound in the night. Yeah, the gossip zone stays completely out of sight. Distance, can't stop it, the screen can't block it. Turn off the standard rule book and lock it!